Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Today we are racing in the Vision Racing League Formula 2. So yeah, this is basically a video report highlights of a league race. You're now watching my fastest quali lap, which actually wasn't a very fast lap, but I bottled the other ones with an invalidation, which is very easy to get here through cops or maggots and Beckett's. So yeah, you can see now a lot of traffic, 9 minutes remaining, people going to the side. We actually had 15, 16 riders left for today. Qualifying was actually in a different lobby from the race, as of course the F1 2020 game almost every time glitches. So yeah, you can follow Vision Racing League on Instagram to get involved and race against me or race in the F1 League. I of course drive without assists, and you can see basically mayhem as we now enter maggots and Beckett's, and we will go to the grid. Now with the 5 lights coming on, that we're reaching the rev limiter and we are on the way. Short shifting up into second gear. I always do that to minimize traction, then going into rich and overtake. You can see Hank Peter on the left having a better start, or Milan Coaster, I don't know. So yeah, the blank names ahead of us. In the Sauber it's Matt, and in the Red Bull it's Milan Coaster, and then we actually have a safety car. It's a lot of parts fly everywhere, literally everywhere. And I really don't know what happened here. I saw a lot of parts, should have been a big crash, nobody DNF'd, and we actually lost the position there. And now immediately skipping to lap 3 where the safety car will end, because basically nothing happened, nobody pitted. Well, except for the guys with damage, then of course we gained 2 positions on that. And then now trying to see if we can maybe overtake the car ahead of us on the mediums. Man, we know that the Red Bull Milan Coaster is slower than us, so we should be able to get past easily. We were a bit lower down the grid because I couldn't get a good quali lap in. As we hear Jeff saying we should have a go now, we do that immediately following Matt. He actually tries to get back at us, the Red Bull. We hold firm, yeah, around the outside you just have better grip. He pushes us a little, but now we have the slipstream, and there actually the Red Bull comes, so we keep giving the Red Bull the slipstream because we know that the Ferrari of Hank Peter is faster. And yeah, we go massively wide there. Actually don't really remember if I got pushed. But yeah, now chasing down the car on the medium ahead of us, Matthew Yoda Speaks 77. So we now try to see if we can get, well, you can actually see the ghost ahead of him there. Yeah, I'm a bit confused with that. And yeah, the Ferrari of Hank Peter is closing in on us very quickly, as he actually managed to get past Milan Coaster, and so did Avesta. As there's a collision behind us, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, so now trying to see if we can get past this Mercedes bot. It's actually Alex Bomberg who won the last Vero F2 race from last on the grid. So yeah, that was just what I was about to say. Quali doesn't really matter in this league, but it can definitely help you. So we're now coming on to the hangar straight, seeing if we can get past Matt, as we also have to watch out for the Ferrari behind us and also the Mercedes behind that. It's really close, and yeah, the car ahead of us on the medium tires, so we need to do it now because our softs are starting to go away. And yeah, his tires will be better then, and we shouldn't have doubt. We should get past before that moment happens. We also have the DRS and the slipstream on him. He doesn't have both of those things. Oh, maybe the slipstream. So we actually get a new strategy option and a warning for exceeding track limits. My game language is also in Dutch. I hope it doesn't bother you too much, as we are now closing in, trying to see if we can get a move on here. Go rich overtake, use everything that the car has. Slipstream, DRS, rich mixture, overtake. We are going really fast, 332 kilometers an hour. And we get down the inside of Stowe, and he holds it around the outside, but now rich and overtake again, using everything that the car has for this overtake. Braking super duper late. And that is us up into P7, and we now need to see if we can get Steinkoister, as there's another safety car, as that, I don't know if it was the bot or the driver of Alex Bomberg that crashed out. So yeah, this changes things massively, because lap 8 soft tires aren't optimal anymore, and that means everyone will come into the pits, and even the medium runner behind us of Yodspeak. So now coming into the pits, brakes overheating massively, and yeah, just giving ahead because his Pit lane is really long, and it was actually really difficult for me to choose if I should go on to mediums or to the hards. I actually chose the hards because I didn't think tire wear would be good enough to make it to the end of the race. We shall see if this would be the good strategy, because Chef and Mateos actually unsafe releases ahead of us. No penalty there, because of course it's the game that's at fault here and not the driver. 2.6 seconds stop, not bad, especially not for McLaren. And we are now getting out of the pits in P6, so we actually gained 2 positions there with that safety car. We're now on the hard tires, and we shall see if this is the right strategy call.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap.
The safety car in this lap, you can see tires not really warm, but they're okay. And as we're now going really slowly, we do have to warm them up. And as you can see ahead of us, other people are also struggling. Of course, the hard's not the best tire for a safety car restart. Because yeah, they get cold really quickly and they're really not easy to warm up. And you can see there, the car behind us on softs, that's actually Yoda speak. And yeah, you can see it trying to get on the power, no grip because of the cold tires. So we will not fight the Alfa Romeo behind us. And yeah, basically if he tries to get past us in the first lap here, yeah, he already goes for the down the inside. See, just too easy for him. We were fast enough when he was on a harder compound. Now we're on 2 harder compounds than him. So basically no fight. And we need to see if we can tuck in behind them as they're actually battling, and maybe we can get past Jeff and Mateos here. No, we can't. But maybe on the straight we can do a little push from behind from the car on the medium tires. I actually don't know who that is, since of course the names are a bit bugged out. It's an Alpha Tauri, and he is obviously trying to get past. I think it's Yui PV who's now behind us. And he goes around the outside of left field, and that's actually a stellar move. Now he needs to give us enough space. Oh, and he squeezes us, but that's a really great move from Alpha Tauri, who's now ahead of us. Bit sour that we didn't keep the position, but with such a move you can only be happy, of course. Now trying to see if he of course can get back at him, because our hard tires are now really worse than theirs. But maybe if we can stick with behind them with DRS and the slipstream, we can get them in the end of the race. Now coming on to the Wellington Straight, I believe this is. Correct me if I'm wrong. With Vesta now right behind us and another racing point behind that. So you can see here 3 cars within 5/10 of each other. Coming down one straight, that could only end badly. We're trying to defend here as we go drive the defensive line. I'm actually a bit overcapacitated now. And we actually use a different transition here. Wow. And we are now coming onto the hangar straight. A rich mixture and overtake, but they also probably are doing that. Probably running the same amounts of downforce. Really don't know what their setups are like. I'm running 2-4 wings here, I believe. I don't know, quite sure. And the racing point squeezes quite badly. That was quite dirty actually from him or her. Don't know who it is. And yeah, now I know that TC is also trying to get past. He thinks better of it because Cops isn't really an overtaking position. He goes actually wide there because of the dirty air right behind us, and now they're battling into Maggots and Beckett's, or following each other really closely, pushing with everything I have, riding over all of the curbs. A rich mixture again. Put in an overtake. How much times have I said this video long? As we are trying to defend but also close in on the cars ahead of us, which actually works really well with Vesta and the racing point battling quite hard. We're now getting onto, ooh, and T's actually dives it down the inside here, so we were trying to shape up a move, but that won't happen now. We should see if we can get behind them, because we're now already in last of the steel runner speed 11. Need 1 position more for the points, and that's us into P11. Now coming here, a yellow flag, and it's actually Stein Coaster, and we made a mistake, reset to track probably. And now we are back into the points, only have 1 point here. And that is a 5-car battle for P7. This could get really interesting as the race progresses, with our tires of course getting better than theirs. Vesta is the only other runner here on the hard tires with me. So we're now trying to see when will their mediums wear out, because we really need their mediums to wear out if we still want a chance to get some good points out of this race for the Vero F2 Championship. The year is now open. I'm not really in the championship fight, but of course every position is nice. Opening DRS, yeah, we're massively out of that 1 second. We made a little mistake. with Stein now all over the back of us. You can see actually ahead, battling very hard, and they're squeezing a Vesta off the track there, Tees. It wasn't really a nice move, but I will let the stewards decide on that, as we are now trying to make a move on a Vesta ourselves here. I don't know if he got damage from that last incident, probably because they made contact at quite high speed, and now Stein also behind us, so we should really watch out. Avesta now making a little mistake at the love field, doesn't really matter as he now gets a good exit. Didn't lose that much time with that, trying to stay as good as we can in the slipstream. Of course needing to save the overtake mode for when we try to get past. We have enough of mix left, we do have a 1 lap of fuel in excess, so yeah, not really a lot we can lose here, so we're just trying to stay within that 1 second. It goes really well. Probably does have damage if you compare space to before the incident and after. So we are now really trying to get closer to him. And yeah, not really working as I can see now on my timeline. Forgot the transition here, don't know if that's meant to be. We go into lean mixture to save some fuel. Still behind the Vesta here, Steinkreuster also really close behind us. He is on the mediums, and this could be a three-way fight onto the hanger straight, as we have done before with us three. So yeah, now a Vesta into the defending position, and I'm in second, Stein in the same position. Or I'm mistaking him with the other racing point, could be. Now pumping up into overtake mode. And see, yes, we get down the inside here into love field here. Still down the inside. And now trying to get past, he actually goes a bit wide, and he gives us a massive hit on the side, and then now we have wing damage. He actually spun out and has to make another pit stop. So yeah, if you now battling with Stein here as he goes around the outside of us through cops, that's also a really beautiful move. So yeah, you can join VRL if you want. Really good drivers here. Probably end up as a reserve as we are already full, but you never know, maybe for next season. As yeah, about that incident just then, if you have seen the onboards, it was probably Avesta's fault. He also apologized after the race to me. He just went a bit wide, that was his mistake. Yeah, so no hard feelings there. He actually messed up his own race. Got myself a bit of damage, but to be honest, we weren't that fast, you never know. As now, into the pits goes P8 on the softs. That was actually the guy who overtook us right at the safety car restart. And he now also has to pit because he didn't choose for the right strategy. He wanted to go medium or medium soft. You lose a lot of time here with the pit stops. And we actually now settle back into rhythm, as we can see. Stein and Thies are pulling away ahead of us, and we have 20 seconds and 40 seconds to the cars behind. So just going through the laps now, you can see my lap times really aren't great as I have a lot of noise outside. Sorry for that. I now trying to see what we can do still in this race. Not really a lot happening, just completing the laps to the end, as we are now going on to the Wellington straight. Correct me if I'm wrong again. And we can now see a Haas into the gravel cross off the track, and he actually DNFs, as you can see in the top left there, and those are these DNF. So that is us up into an unexpected P8. That's another 4 points added to our championship tally, and we are now heading on to the last lap. And you can let me know, was this a good race? Do you want more of this? MK7DB has won the race. Massive congrats to him. As we can now see, only 9 drivers has finished, so this was an absolutely chaotic race. Watch the race back on the Vision Racing League YouTube channel if you want, with commentary, and it was also live. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.